Yeah, first of all, let me state that I'm a child of a veteran. He was a child of a veteran. My mom's side was a veteran, and so we love America. And I'm thankful we could bring some fireworks today on Veterans Day, and our military that's past and present. We're very thankful that we get to play a game, and they allow us to do that because of the sacrifices them and their families have made so we can enjoy the freedom we do in this country. And so we never take that for granted. And so I want to make sure that we love the military and all they stand for and what they do for us. We're very appreciative of that. Obviously, huge win. I thought the first half was about as good as we can play. Second half we defensively was outstanding for 4 quarters. I knew they would be. They had the best week, and they clamped them down for 4 quarters. It was tremendous. I thought offensively we sort of just came and go there in the second half, but to be able to play the way we did and compete the way we did against a team from a good conference, and we talked to our team this week about earning respect, and so we at Liberty and our conference doesn't get the respect it deserves. This team played 6 games in the Sun Belt, 3 up, 3 down, and every game was within a touchdown, and we completely dominated them. And so I don't want to hear that, you don't play nobody. Our conference got us prepared for this game, and you saw what happened. And so we'll take on anybody, anywhere, and I believe in our team and our conference. And so, but when you talk about us and you talk about this conference, I do believe we deserve more respect than we're getting. And so hopefully that was shown today by a team that's, 1 touchdown in every game they played this year. So very thankful for the win, and what an awesome crowd, and just an awesome experience, and we're excited to be 10-0.
Is that really the message to your team this week, and kind of the motivation was to go out here and kind of make a statement today?
Well, it was a little bit. Obviously, you're always trying to win. We focus on the next one, and but being in state, being from another conference that is well respected, and making sure that, hey, we've got to earn our respect, and how you do that is you go play and you go dominate, and we were able to do that. And so that was talked a lot about earning respect, that we don't get it, and the only way you're going to get it is you got to go earn that, and wanted our team to do that, and I think we showed that completely today.
Offense today, another stellar performance. What stood out to you the first couple of drives there, the way that you guys were just able to kind of score at will? Yeah,
I think we were really balanced, overall. I mean, we didn't could have been, if we'd have done some stuff there in the third and fourth quarter, we'd have had another whatever, but we were able to do some things that on throwing and running that anything we wanted, really. The first half, I think we punted once because of a dang penalty. And so we were able to do inside, outside, and then hit our play actions and some of our quick game things. And they actually came out and played different defense than they have all year. But our guys did a nice job of changing up or adjusting to it, and we didn't skip a beat. And I thought our guys made some really nice plays, and just we have confidence that we can score. And I know sometimes that might not happen all the time, but we believe that we can score. And I know right now they're going to be upset that we didn't get another 300 or score there in the third and fourth quarter the way we're capable of. So those guys are hungry to go out, but I can't complain too much. I don't guess right now. I'll find something to about, but I can't complain too much.
How do you make sure that when you're talking about earning respect and proving yourselves also, that it doesn't distract just from the process of getting ready for a game?
Well, the winning is a byproduct of why we play. And so we talk a lot about why we do what we do, and it's our purpose of playing for our brotherhood and what we're trying to accomplish. And so when you always keep that at the forefront, yes, you can talk about earning respect, you can talk about those things, but we really always bring it back to liberty and what we're about, and we ground out any noise or those things. Now we have our own things that we do within, but we always try to bring it back to that main thing. Hey, we're playing for each other. We're playing for the guy beside you, and you're going to lay it on the line for him no matter who you're playing, and you're going to do it for 4 quarters. And that helps us stay locked in on what's important and not looking ahead or not worrying about behind. But our guys know the narrative right now. And so instead of me trying to squash it, I made the decision, hey, we're going to feed into that this week. And I think we came out with intent and focus, and really pleased. Now, our challenge is, can you keep doing it? Right? Is that just a one-time thing, or can we play that way consistently? So that's our biggest challenge as we go forward.
You also tied a school record with 10 wins on the season. Did you ever think your first season and with 50% roster turnover, you'd be able to have this much success through the first 10 games of the year?
Well, you always believe you can win. You're probably winning too much the first year. I need to have a little bit of leeway, right, Ian? A little bit of leeway there. But you know what? You feel like, hey, do we have enough the talent at certain positions and all those different things? Will they buy into what you're asking them to do? It's always challenging when you have that much roster turnover, new staff. That's hard. But no, all the credit, man, goes to those players because they made a choice. They had a choice to either go one way or the other, and they decided, you know what, we're going to trust each other, we're going to buy into each other, and this is the result of that. And they're playing hard, and so I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, I thought this or that. Each week we just try to build a program in a way that's honoring to Jesus, and that we use football, not allow football to use us. And those guys have done a tremendous job. And so, but now that you're at 10, you don't want to stop.
There were some questions about the defense the last couple of weeks. For them to come out today, 5 sacks, 11 TFLs, and just 10 points. You feel like they answered some of that this week?
100%. I think, and a lot of that stuff, as you go back the last couple of weeks, a lot of the points that we gave up were some busted assignments on our own, right? We did some things that we just shouldn't do, and that allowed some things to snowball on us. And our guys have a lot of pride about how we play and what we do. And I think they were a little, like, hey, we're better than what we've shown. And we had some good practices. We had some guys really step up and say that's not who we are. And I think you show that today, the way we played. They scored their garbage time at the end, and we gave up the 3 points off of probably, I think they got a penalty to get down there. Our defense played tremendous. That's probably the best overall game, 4 quarters that we played maybe all year, and we're capable of doing that if we'll handle the things that we can, and that means we're going to shut people out. But we didn't beat ourselves, we didn't do any foolish things, and we made people try to beat us. And if we do that, then I tell our team all the time, if somebody beats us and we don't beat ourselves, I'll live with that every day. But if we're beating ourselves and Liberty's beating Liberty, that's what you just can't live with as a coach. And this was our cleanest game from a defensive standpoint, assignment-wise and all those things, and they played fast and played hard.
Any initial word on Kendi and Bentley?
Yeah, I think Bentley's will be out a little while. Hopefully, depending, I don't know the extent of it. Hopefully, we can get him back for the championship game. The diagnosis on Kendi, he's probably done, most likely. We'll see what happens after the X-rays and stuff, but he's probably finished for the season.
How unique is Caden? And when you came here, is that kind of what you envisioned him doing, or?
Say it one more time.
How unique is Caden? Obviously when you got here, I'm sure you had some expectations of him.
Yeah, I knew, the talent level that he has, right? And the spring when we're here, he did not show, except in little flashes, what he's been able to do up to this point. And so, there's a lot of talent there, but is he willing to do the things necessary to be a good quarterback and be a leader and what you should do, and put away the ego and all those different things. And I've stated from the end of spring ball through the summer, his 180 as far as his mindset, his preparation, and then now he goes out and he's having fun, he's competing. Those guys believe that he can make any play out there, and he does. He makes tremendous plays, and so we knew that there was talent there. Would he maximize it? And to his credit, he is. And it's pretty special when it's fun. Now, it pulls your hair out sometimes too, but we'll take that when he does some of those other things.
Coach, I know you've already talked about the defense, but if you could maybe back up to last week, when you were in here last week, you weren't too happy with the performance. How did you go? Was that a point of emphasis for you specifically this week, or you kind of passed that duty on to somebody else? And what did you see from the guys specifically?
Well, more like going like last week, it was the overall effort, and it was the overall mentality of like we got the ball, we were moving, we messed up, and then we got down on ourselves, and we didn't have somebody step up. And so I didn't have to do tons because they knew, right? They knew. But what I think your job as a head coach is to remind and say, hey, that's not who we are, and you find out the why that happened. And, they lost their, I don't want to say the confidence, but maybe the belief they had that they can do something. They lost it a little bit, and we had to get that back. But our team needed to get that back. Like a coach, I can say that. Our coaches on defense can say that, but we needed that to happen within that group. And we had our leaders step up and talk to each other and talk with that side of the ball and said, this is not what we're about. And I think you saw good
Coach, can you talk
good
about,
stuff.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Can you talk about C.J. Daniels and his performance today? 127 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, every week, he's doing just what he does. He makes tough catches, makes catches over the middle, runs great routes. I mean, what he does is he gives you that guy when, because of our run game and some of those things that happen, you get certain looks, and then people have to make a decision on him. Are they going to go one-on-one, which they did, which we were surprised by. Or they got to double him up, and it opens up some other things. And he's good enough that if he gets some of those one-on-ones, he's a good route runner. He's going to make the catch more times than not. And he's good with the ball in his hands after he gets it. And so, I mean, each week he's gotten better and better, making plays. And then there's him and Caden have got a connection now where he knows, hey, if I get the ball close to him, he's going to make a big play. And obviously, I don't know all of his history when he's been here, but I know he started out pretty well, then had some injuries and just sort of here or there. But he's obviously making the most of this year, and I'll get a shout out to him. This November is Epilepsy Month awareness, and his mom and also James Joyner, one of our other players, their mom battles that, and so we had on our sticker on our helmet, we had a sticker that his mom, she's got a foundation, sent us there, and we wore that today to bring awareness to that, because we do have 2 young men on our program. Their families suffer from that, and so. If you saw a purple sticker there, our players had some wristbands wristbands that just to bring awareness to that. And his mom's fought that for a long time, and so excited for him to be able to obviously play well, but also bring awareness to that and what he's had to live, what his family's had to live with.
You've said twice in here that you saw defensive leaders kind of step up and help change the direction. Who were some of those guys? And if you wouldn't mind sharing, what did you see?
Well, just your captains over there, Tyron Dupree, Quentin Reese. Hey, that's not our standard as far as the way we played. And it's not necessarily, they weren't demonstrative or like in people's face, just getting together and saying, hey, we're better than this consistently. And so you saw throughout the week that there was just a hunger to prove that's not what we're about. And you saw how they prepared, how they came out, little things they said to each other. It wasn't like, hey, let's have a defensive team meeting or anything. They handled their business. And and coaches as well. I think your coaches are a little embarrassed by the way you performed well. So there's a group they want to group together. And I thought, today we played well. I don't know what statistically they came in, Old Dominion came in playing, but we did a great job against it.